And what is that? We all come to this world and we are looking for love or connection or acceptance or feeling belonging to somebody. It's important for us. And from very early years of our life, we start learning different styles of how we can get our love. Maybe it's a perfectionist, maybe it's a pleaser, maybe it's somebody who is overdoing something, maybe it's a little clown who always funny and easy. We find the styles of behaving, of acting, and we feel that they are working. And every time when we experience this style, sometimes they work, sometimes they're not, and if they work, we are happy, and if they're not, we are not happy. But all of that, all of these styles that we developed, we are looking for love outside us. And it's okay when we are babies, because we are learning. We came to this world to learn. But it is not okay when we are already adult and mature. Because then our parents from whom we are looking love, we replace them with our friends, and we replace them with our lovers or with our boyfriends, then we replace them with our husbands, and we replace them with our children because we want the love from our children. And once we are in this mode of constantly looking for some validation for us, that I'm loved, I'm accepted, I'm belonging, we will always be vulnerable. And the other people will feel this vulnerability around us. So how we can change it from needing love to be love is, again, by doing that exercise that we have talked about, where we brought all the parts together and we feel the wholeness. And then we moved in the other state of being, where we recognized the behaviors through which we are trying to get love and outside us. And then with all of that recognition, embrace it, look at it with understanding, with acceptance, and say to ourselves, from now on, I make a step forward to higher me. I don't need a love. I am the love. I am the love. And that can be done through different ways. It can be done through meditation, it can be done through guided visualization, it can be done through recording in a hypnotherapy, it can be done through just self-talk, through going through the things, through making the rituals which bring you the feeling of love. What are these rituals? Try to discover them. Is it taking a bath? Is it taking a coffee? Try to do these rituals where you don't have anybody around. Is it a good book? Is it a good movie? Is it a nice treatment to your body? Do these rituals where you feel that you feel complete and you enjoy this completeness inside you. And feeling that love inside you without getting it from anything else. And you can also, once you feel it, you could start thinking of how can I share this love, just by maybe calling your friend and saying, I didn't see you for a while, I want to see you, without any need, without any objective need to discuss something. That can become later, but first find a way to experience this love in you without getting it from outside, in you. And you will feel over time that this love exists in us. Because when you fall in love, nobody makes an injection, nobody brings you a cocktail and say, okay, you drink that, and now you're in love. And when they leave, they take it away. They woke something in you. They generated some of these feelings in you that always there. And this is exactly the answer why closing our heart never helps in the relationship. Because by closing the heart, you're not able to feel it yourself. It's like a stone. We get hard-hearted And a lot of people get hard-hearted. But then we cannot experience this love. And this is what we want. So what happens once we've gone through this step? What happens? We are, as you know, we are vibrating beings. We are sending the vibrations to the world. We receive vibrations to the world. Once you reach the stage of wholeness, and wholeness that is very safe, because suddenly there is no drama in you, there is no conflict in you, you are whole. You are as you are. And once you start vibrating this safety around you, that attracts people like magnet to you. And this is the secret of charisma. This is because other people, they may not understand what's going on, but they feel safe as you. They feel that they can express themselves and they will be accepted without judgment, because you're not judging anymore yourself. You're not cutting any parts in you. You are as you are. And this is exactly when true friendship happens, big love happens, the connection happens. Because by accepting all of our parts, we will also accept vulnerability, because we will make every part the place for them to express, and the place for them to express sometimes would be at the cost of the other part. But if you look at that with the warm feeling and say, it is me, and sometimes listen, I feel completely lost. I don't know what to do. But when you don't feel a panic, when you feel this acceptance of all of the parts, this creates incredible connection. And there is many work of that, and I think the lady, her name is Brené Brown. She wrote beautiful books, and she had a lot of talks about vulnerability, and it also comes with the acceptance. So, going through these 5 steps shall not be a months or years process. Particular first step, you can do it within half an hour, within 1 hour. These other steps, frankly, you don't need a therapy for that. But if you feel a little sort of a struggle somewhere, that may be where you need them. And I would say oftentimes it is possibly helpful where we deal with victimhood and where we deal with the mirror. The rest of the stages, like the stages where we find, let's say, wholeness, and it's a self-love, self-worth, you don't need a hypnosis for that. Any good meditation, good recording can handle that. And exactly the same way, from needing love to be love can be done with a recording, or can be done with your favorite meditation. So, in our 5-step plan of healing heart, I explained you this 5-step process to get to your heart and to heal your heart once and for all. That to enjoy the life and to enjoy the new relationship, and literally it can be just 1.5 hours, and not months, not weeks, not years of getting stuck in trying to digest why this happens to me. So if you're interested, you write us, you dropped us a message, or you made a comment, or you share your views. We are happy to see you, and I thank you for being with me today, and see you soon. And until that time, take good care. A lot of love.